بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. نحييكم في حلقة جديدة من برنامجنا العربية لغير الناطقين بها. Ladies and gentlemen, our dear viewers and students, it's my pleasure to be with you again in a new episode of our program Arabic for Non-Arabs. Last episode we talked about numbers, we talked about ordinal numbers and cardinal numbers. And we studied, some certain numbers. Today, inshallah, we'll continue talking about numbers. We'll have more exercises upon the idea of numbers and other arithmetic problems. So, you might have a nice break, short break, and see you after the break, inshallah. مساء الخير مجددا أعزائي الدارسين والدارسات. As I told you at the very beginning, this episode is again on numbers. This is the last episode on numbers. So in the previous or the last two episodes, we talked about the cardinal numbers, the ordinal numbers, and we had some mathematical symbols, and we talked about the الطرح, الضرب, القسمة, والجمع. If you remember. And we had some examples, about such processes. Today, inshallah, this is our last episode on numbers. I mean, later on, inshallah, we have one more episode, but not the following one. I mean, not next one. Later on, we might have about, some other episodes about the rules of agreement between the number and the nouns that is, coming after. So, today, we talk about another idea about about numbers in general, and we talk about the way we use numbers, how to ask about, telephone numbers, how to ask about address, how to ask about, age. And this will be in the form of some dialogues. So, let's start by the first part of the episode today, which is, what we call alfaz al-uqud. I mean, these are some types of numbers, and we call them in Arabic alfaz al-uqud. Let's see what these numbers are. Okay, now let's go to the screen and let's see the numbers. As usual, I actually haven't placed the tashkil because I want you to just go through the words and the process of writing and pronouncing the words together. Now, let's go to the screen and see what we have for today. So, now, the first number is 10. And we studied this number, that number. When we say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So, as you know, 10. So what about the tashkil of 10? So we start with fatha, so it is a, and then we have the sukun, ash. So the sukun, so we have the sukun, so it is ash, and then we have ra with the fatha, ra. So sorry. So we have ra, so it is ashra, ashra. This is the first one, ashra. Ashra. Okay. The second one is عشرون. 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 So, can you think of the tashkil from my own pronunciation of the word? So, عشرون. So, عشرون. So, is it fatha, kasra, dhamma, or sukun? Yes, very good. It is kasra. So, this is the kasra. And then ish, ishr, ish. So, ish. So, again it's sukun. So, we have the sukun here. Ish, ish. And then ish, ru, 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 ru. What tashkil is it? What haraka? What movement is it? What movement is it? So, it is ish, ru, ru. Very good. It is dhamma. So we need the dhamma here. That's it. And then ishru. So we have the waw and the noon. So it is عشرون. عشرون. So we have عشرة and then we have عشرون. So ثلاثون. ثلاثون. So can you guess the تشكيل from my own pronunciation? ثلاثون. So we start with ث. Is it ضمة? Yes. No. Can you decide? Yes, it is. No, it's not ضمة. It is ث. It is فتحة. So ث. And then ثلا. So we have lam here. So with the فتحة ثلا. We have again another فتحة ثلا. 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 ثو. 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 So here we have the th with very good. Yes, very good. The th with the ضمة. ثلاثون. So we put the تشكيل above the ضمة above the th. ثلاثون. 30. So we have عشرة 10. عشرون 20. ثلاثون 30. Okay? So ثلاثون. And now let's move to the following one, which is أربعون. 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 So again, I want you to listen very carefully because actually the تشكيل is based on the way I pronounce the word. So أربعون. So we have yeah, so it is فتحة ضمة كسرة or سكون. Bravo. It's فتحة. So we have and then أربع. أربع. So the ra here doesn't move. It doesn't take the dhamma or the fatha here. So it is, or the kasra. So it is, very good, it is sukoon. So we add the sukoon sign. The sukoon sign is like, a small, as you know, it's like a small circle above the letter. So arba. So here we have fatha. Arba. And then arba'u. So we have dhamma. Very good. So it is arba'un. Okay? Now, the following one is khamsun. So we start with kha with the fatha, kha with the fatha, kha, khams. So the meme again here doesn't take any movement, so this is why we have the sukoon here. Kham, and then soon. So the sin will take the dhamma movement. Khamsun. Okay? And then we move to another one, which is 60. So khamsun is 50 and 60 sittun is 60. So is it sittun or suttun? Yeah, from sitta. So it is very good. It is sittun. So the first movement is kasra. That's great. So kasra si, and then sittun. You remember this is, dhamma with the. You remember the shadda, which is doubling, the pronunciation of the letter. So sittun. So now let's just add the dhamma. Sittun. 60. Sittun. The following is sab'un. سبعون. We start with sa, sab, sa. So sa, of course we have here the fatha, sa. Okay, and then sab', sab', sab'. So the ba here doesn't take any movement, so it is sukoon. Okay, so sab, we add the sukoon sign, sab, and then oon, sab'oon. So we have ayn with dhamma, it is oo, sab'oon, sab'oon, sab'oon. Okay, and we have ثمانون, ثمانون, and again we can say عشرون, عشرين, ثلاثون, ثلاثين, أربعون, أربعين, خمسون, خمسين, ستون, ستين, سبعون, سبعين, ثمانون, ثمانين. So why are they different? They're different because each number has different forms according to the context, the place it takes in the sentence. Because the form, the written form of a word in Arabic depends, mainly on the tashkil and, yes, the parsing or the place where the word is. Whether it is a subject or a noun or whatever. Okay? So now let's go to ثمانون. So ثمانون, tha, tha. So what movement is it? Tha? Yeah, now it's clear and easy for you. It is fatha. So let's add the fatha, tha, and then ma. You remember the rule that if a letter is followed by alif, for sure it will take the fatha movement. So thama, thama, yes, and then the alif, and then thama, noon, noon, yes. So it is the dhamma movement, thama, noon. Okay. So now let's move to the following one, which is تسعون, تسعون, تسعون. We start with T, T, tis, tis, and then تسعون. So we start with Ta with the kasra. Okay, excellent. So the kasra, and then tis, tis, tis. So we reach the following letter after the sin, which is Ain, and the sin doesn't move, so it takes the sukoon, tissa. And because Ain is affected by that wow, that comes, after it, so it is Ain with dhamma, oo. So we have tis'un. And the final is ma'a, ma'a, which is 100. Ma'a. So we have